Welcome to the panic button. It's Italian TikTok time. I don't know how to do it.
We'll be starting with Ariel Scottella. Hey. Oh.
Strap-on is not the same thing as a dick. This is going back to like 2010 when I first started making videos.
There are artificial phalluses, there are silicone phalluses, there are organic phalluses. All of these things are things that lesbians can interact with.
Organic phalluses. I cannot. Like, you can go to the store, like you can.
So let's cover what I heard that person list off 3 types, right?
Yeah.
You have plastic, you have organic.
Organic.
And what was the other one?
Silicone?
I thought that would be the same as plastic.
I don't know.
The thing that got me is that lesbians can't use these. Now, when you're saying organic, that's the only one I think that I don't agree with, right? Because lesbians can interact with a strap-on. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Plenty of them do, and they will continue to forever and always. I've never met a lesbian who touched a penis and enjoyed it. Have you?
No.
So, I think what people aren't understanding is that the sensation you receive from these fake tools, I can only imagine is different than the real thing.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the big difference between the plastic and the organic. The plastic isn't attached to a man.
Well, yeah, it also doesn't have,
Doesn't come with that responsibility of having to deal with a person.
it also, it's clean.
Yep.
You don't have to ask. You don't have to see papers.
You don't have to look at the thing attached to it.
You don't have to, deal with the one-eyed monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that it's the same.
No, it's definitely not the same.
Also, from my understanding, if I'm rubbing you with my hand, it's different than if I just took this mouse and started going.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So for us, we're asking for this. And they're like, but they're pretending it's this. It's like, no, I'm doing this.
You lost me, but let's move on.
I don't think it's the same. It's just not.
It's not the same. It is
you
not.
also-
I don't think it's the same. It's not the same.
You
Oh
can't
my
get-
God!
You
Come
can't-
on.
You can't get pregnant at all.
Hey, if you got a boob job, would you like those boobs attached to a woman?
I'm sorry, what?
I'm trying to come up with a good analogy, but it's like if you want a boob job, you would get the boobs, but you would have them attached to you and another woman.
I feel like a better comparison would be a boob job versus stuffing.
I haven't really thought this through.
I feel like that. I feel like I can tell.
Or, you're gonna go to Trader Joe's and get an organic phallus. You're gonna get an organic dick in the organic dick section. Can't! The changing of words to gaslight lesbians into feeling like they have to be attracted or want to sleep with people of the opposite sex is disgusting. It's a female penis.
Also, there's plenty of lesbians who don't even like penetration to begin with. That's kind of a reason a lot of them are lesbians.
There's actually a lot of straight women like that too, honestly.
However, if you're a lesbian who likes penetration, that doesn't make you
Straight.
at all. Because I know plenty of women who wouldn't have a fake phallus used, but instead would use digitals.
Straight men like it up the
Digits.
butt. Some straight men like it up the butt. Does that make them gay?
When you were trying to compare it, I was kind of thinking, I was like, so if you like pegging,
Does that make you a gay man?
because pegging is in the butt, right?
Yeah.
So pegging, if you like pegging, does that make you gay? Because you're using a fake phallus in your butt.
I don't know.
Or what about the guys that like rim jobs? Wouldn't that make them gay? Because they're bending over and being like, butthole.
I haven't thought that far into it. But thanks for the visual.
Female penis. It's an organic phallus.
I think it's important to note that while I know many lesbians who've had very bad experiences with phalluses because they didn't know they were lesbian or going down to some sort of sexual violence against them, which I'm very empathetic for.
Oh my God, back to the
Oh my God, Jesus Christ. Oh my God, this used to be the argument that straight guys would use.
You
in
haven't
the
had the
90s.
right phallus yet.
Or you got or you had a bad experience with a penis. Motherfucker, I've never had a penis, and I always knew I never wanted one, attached or otherwise. Never, not never. Straight men grow up, they don't think, maybe I should try penis. No, if they always wanted vagina.
they're missing the sexual attraction aspect here, which is that I'm not sexually attracted to someone who has a muscular chest and
Smells. Because they have the smell.
and musk
Hairy.
and hair, and I'm not attracted to that. I am, however, attracted to very dominant women. Mm-hmm. And that's the difference. I will let an attractive woman do things to me I wouldn't let a man do ever. Every single time. This is just going back, like we said, to the same old, you haven't had the right one yet.
Yeah, the excuses that
crazy.
we've heard many, many times.
It's crazy because I'm not looking for the right one. I don't think there is a right one. I enjoy my pleasure the way I enjoy it. If I'm a single woman and I'm using a phallus, does that make me instantly gay or straight?
No.
Exactly. So, like, just because I'm using something to simulate does not mean it is straight or gay. In fact, it would be asexual, would it not? If you're just a regular, if no sexual interaction with anyone else, just yourself and your phallus, your synthetic
You would
phallus.
be asexual then, technically, right?
Right. There's no
But
inherent
yeah.
gay or straightness from satisfying your own sexual needs. It's like saying if you're it's like saying jerking yourself off is a gay act because you're jerking a dick off.
And you're a male.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or like any lady pleasuring herself.
Then technically that would make that man gay.
Yeah, it would make every man gay.
Yeah, and every woman a lesbian.
Exactly.
Like, do you hear yourself?
That's what I'm saying.
You sound like a straight guy in the early 2000s trying to get a date with a lesbian. Just like,
the
you
act.
an idiot. You know that sounds stupid, right?
The act of penetration is not straight, nor is it gay.
Exactly.
And so to pretend that it is crazy. And you know, they found dildos in the Egyptian times, carved out of wood and stone and stuff. So it's literally a dated history of people satisfying their needs. And it doesn't mean, like, if you found a dildo, you couldn't tell if it was used by a man or a woman.
Oh my God, back to the old lesbian, like you're only a lesbian because you've had sexual trauma argument. No, sometimes people just don't like dick. It's really that simple. There's a very obvious reason, and it used to come from heterosexual men, and now it's coming from transgender women, or still coming from heterosexual men, but less so. And that is that lesbians' sexual orientation is taken the least seriously out of the entire spectrum.
No, they're heterosexual men. They are just mentally ill and want to dress like women, hence transmaxing, in order to have a better chance at being with a woman or a lesbian because they've fetishized them in some way, but it's never going to happen.
I think she has a great point here, which is that lesbian always means nothing to the entire rest of the world, and we will diminish it and berate it to the end of time. There's a ton of lesbians out there who are told, oh, you don't know, not until you've tried it, not until you had it, how do you know?
It's none of your goddamn business. How about that?
No gay man has ever been asked, are you sure you're gay?
Well, yeah, they have. Probably by their parents who weren't accepting.
Not by another man.
Like their brother, probably.
Not the way that women have, not the way that lesbians have.
No, because it's easier to force a woman to do something by emotionally manipulating them. It's harder to do that with a man.
Well, it's also a lot easier to look at a woman and say, oh, you just haven't tried it. Oh, you need to soften up. Oh, you're just not being submissive enough, you little bitch. It's way easier to do that to a woman than it is to a man.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
And also, men will avoid gay men. They're more apt to say, you are gay, than, are you sure you're gay? You probably just straight. No, men are more apt to be like, you're gay. I'm not going to interact with you because you're gay. Whereas guys will interact with women despite being lesbians because they think they can turn them, or they think that they're wrong, or they want to correct them.
Yeah.
It's a corrective thing, and it's disgusting.
It's a control thing when it comes down to it.
Yes,
They just wanna
I
control
want to have
people.
control over a woman. And
So I feel better about myself.
so that she will do what I want.
So here we go. Here's another one.
Okay, I know you guys are going to tell me I'm crazy, but I think all gay men would benefit from a gender transition. And it's like, guys, not being gay literally saved my life.
Holy shit.
This
so,
person-
So I guess conversion therapy worked for him.
This person has been all over for different controversial opinions.
Yeah, not very good ones.
And so I think that this person specifically is just, what do they call it? Rage baiting?
Yeah.
It's a very, very much a rage baiter. But this is what we've been talking about. This is the thing that I've said multiple times, which is that a lot of people who are trans identifying, people who self-ID as trans, they are internally
Homophobic.
They are internally homophobic because this person with penis is telling you right now that pretending not to have a penis saved their life. Pretending to be a straight person saved their life. But I thought we were so accepting of gays these days. I thought we were all for it. I thought everyone can be anything.
LGBTQ is not for everything now.
But that's what they say, right? That's what they promote, is that everyone can be whatever they want to be.
That's what they promote. Oh, it's not actually what it is.
And I want to ask just one more time.
What?
If being trans is saving lives... Wait, hang on. If being trans is like, if people are getting killed in the street for being trans, then why is this trans person saying that it saved their life? Why do they not feel more attacked as a trans individual? Why do they feel safer as a trans person than as a gay person? I thought that trans people were dying in the streets. But this gay individual, this gay man, is identifying as a woman and saying he/she feels safer now. But I thought trannies were getting attacked left, right, and center.
I don't know, man.
I'm just saying that those optics don't make sense. So are gays now more in risk than trans people are?
I think when it comes down to it, lesbians have it the hardest. I'm just going to say that. Lesbians do have it the hardest. I'll fight to the death on that one.
Trans women probably, like true gender dysphoric men who think they're supposed to be women. I would think that they had it the hardest. I would think.
Men who think their women have the hardest? They have it the easiest out of all of them. They are the top tier.
Yes, now. I would have thought, like...
They're the ones bullying everyone, especially lesbians.
I would have thought mentally that or the opposite, being a woman changing to a man, would have been more difficult. But apparently it's not. It's more difficult to stay in the body you were given and say, this is how I am. Apparently that's more difficult.
Yeah, that used to be called self-help.
It used to be called coming out. It used to be like the start of people's...
Accepting who you are.
It used to be the start of people's actual lives. Before I hate saying this because coming out means nothing these days, but before I came out, I was not an individual. I was catering to everyone else's wants and needs. When I came to my identity, I did things for myself. And these people are constantly doing things for attention.
Yeah.
And I don't understand it. I definitely don't understand this. Where it's like I'm not going to become a man to feel safer with you. It won't make me feel safer.
It saved my life, you guys. And it's like, as a gay man, think of all the benefits for you, right? You get to go through your life without dealing with homophobia or discrimination. You get to date straight guys.
You get to go through your life without dealing with homophobia. You are homophobia. You are the embodiment of homophobia.
Yeah. Sorry to burst your bubble there, sweet cakes.
You may suffer from gender dysphoria. But
you suffer from homophobia.
You also suffer from homophobia.
Yeah, you're so homophobic.
You're so scared
you
of
transitioned
because you felt safer in this world as a woman. That's fine. And that's fine. But at least admit the truth. You were a gay man, and you felt scared because everyone looked at you as a man, and so you had responsibility, and you had to hold up yourself, right? And so you transitioned to a woman, so you had less responsibility, more people would take care of you, and you could feel better. Like you just said, you also want to convince straight men to fuck you. So, like, despite whatever ideas you may have of your own body, you're using homophobia to influence every bit of change you've done to your body. That's terrifying.
And you don't have to deal with like being seen as abnormal for being your feminine self. You know, you can be feminine and you're just going to be a feminine woman, right? And it's like, honestly, in the year of 2024, maybe being gay is an outdated concept. Maybe it's just an outdated concept because why are we allowing people to live in a dark room where they're seen as a minority when we have the medical advances to make them like the majority, to have a successful gender transition and to live a normal life?
Yeah, definitely rage baiting. I can see it.
Right.
I hear it. It's bad acting. You can tell that it's fake. It's
a sad thing to have a discussion about, too, because it just shows you the mentality of a lot of these people.
Yeah, see, the L's and the G's especially, we did this for trans people. We lifted them up, right? And then the trans people got up there and they're like, okay, I'm pulling up this ladder and That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. I always said that this acronym shit should just be completely obliterated because there's no point. It's so, all of it's so contradictory. It's like having an acronym with the atheists and the Christians. Why would you have an acronym in a group with atheists and Christians when It's completely backwards. It doesn't make any sense, right? The beliefs of the T's and the Q's and the non-binaries and all that, and the pansexuals, completely go against the L's, G's, and B's. So why are we together? We don't even like each other.
We're together because straight people, look at that. And despite whatever they say they're thinking, they think homo.
Yeah.
And we've pushed it down people's throats that we're so anti-misogynist that we've re-instigated misogyny. This is it, full frontal. And what did I say? Transitioned to have an easier life and not have to deal with things the way you did before. I'm not against you doing what you want as an adult. But you cannot tell me that this is not based in homophobia. Because based on that entire logic, I should be a man. By this person's logic, I should be a man because I'd be more comfortable and easier in life. Or maybe you should be the man because then I could be the woman. One of us has to be the woman and one of us has to be the man. That's just how it is, right? Right? That's what that logic was.
I believe in self-acceptance.
don't
believe
think
in
that
not hating myself for
I
who
don't
I am.
think that the fact that I'm interested in women makes me an oddity. I don't think that it makes me so different that I should be isolated or changed into something else. I'm not going to change myself because the world doesn't seem to agree with the way I
Or maybe
am.
you think that they think that there's a lot more homophobia than there actually is. Because honestly, I haven't seen any fucking homophobia, not even from the Christians. Not even for, I'm trying to think of something that the right-wing media has said that was homophobic, aside from, the extremes. The majority aren't that way. Not homophobic whatsoever.
I know.
Left-wing, holy shit. Lots of that going on. It's that blanketed homophobia where it's like, I'm saying something nice, but really it's like, you're being an asshole. It's like that.
Blanketed homophobia.
Yeah.
I felt less safe as a gay man. That's That's homophobia. That's homophobia. You're scared of your own self being gay.
Yeah.
And I know because I grew up in a Christian household and I was scared of myself being gay. I was so scared I hated it. I hated gay people. And then it was a whole process for me. But internalized homophobia is real. I've been in it. I've been through it. And the fact that you guys can't even see that it's happening and you're endorsing it and that you're promoting it is actually sickening and saddening because you're destroying the people that you would date. So if every gay man turned into a woman, like this person had just said, then there'd be no straight men for them to fuck because they're all secretly gay because they're fucking dudes in the butt.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't have any options.
Speaking of fucking dudes in the butt.
Oh.
Hey everyone, it's Injector Chris here at Lushful Aesthetics. I'm here with my friend Christian, and today we're going to be doing Botox. Botox is exactly what it implies. It's Botox for your hole. It relaxes sphincter muscles to make bottoming easier. Patients love this procedure because it's safe, effective, comfortable, and allows them to bottom with confidence.
We're going to put
What?
Botox in your butthole so you can take it up the butt better. Yo, yeah, that sounds like a problem if you loosen that muscle up down there. You want to relax that muscle? Hope you're not above the age of 70.
Oh, you're going to have the poop pants.
You can't even feel it.
You're going to have, you better wear some Depends.
I have a question.
Depends.
Why would you bottom him if you're not able?
What?
Why would you do it if you're not able? Where is the pleasure if you have to have a procedure done to numb it?
I guess it would be just a pleasure for the partner then.
Right. Because I was under the impression that bottoms bottomed because they enjoyed it.
Yeah. They do, because,
So-
is this
so-
just kind of a weird way for someone to be a little bit more
Is this some weird BDSM stuff? Is it
Right, that's
are
what
you
I'm
sending?
thinking.
Are you
Something
sending your
weird.
slave in?
right? So they can take it better and not hurt till it wears off? I mean, you won't even will you be able to see what kind of damage is done?
Welcome
You
to
won't be able
Panic
to
Button.
feel it.
Today we talk about kink and Botox buttholes.
Yay!
Yeah, so that's why I'd be more concerned is if you're not getting pleasure out of it, then why are you doing? That's when that's when I understand asexual. When you're not getting pleasure, why do it, right?
It'd be for the partner, I guess. Or porn, maybe? Maybe they're doing porn?
Would you ever make your partner numb their butthole?
Why would I do that? How are you gonna? Okay, going to the bathroom. How are you gonna do that? How are you gonna do that if you can't feel what's going on? Are you gonna listen? You're gonna listen for the plops? Wait, I think I'm done. I don't know because I can't feel it. That's so weird, dude. That is so unhealthy.
You're not even sure if there's stuff in your butt at any given time.
Yeah, I know. Did I wipe all the way? I can't really tell. I'll just wait for the crust to flake off.
So you know how when you get Botox, your face freezes?
Yeah.
Does your butthole freeze too?
Would it be more like?
Well, I mean, how experienced of a gay man am I? If I'm like a fresh gay man, it's if I'm like an old gay man, it might be like, gaping.
Well, it's a muscle, and it
Yes.
clenches.
Yes.
And if you get clenched, then the muscle relaxes, right? And then it doesn't have as much clench, right? So if you have to go to the bathroom, you gotta hold it. Good luck. Wear some Depends, man, because that's coming out, and you're not gonna know till you start smelling.
This is why
or
they
you
made
start
butt plugs.
feeling the warmth on you. Oh, so they would have to wear a butt plug then.
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
This just seems like it's more of a hassle than it's worth.
Yeah, unless you're the person using this poor little thing. Give me your numb butthole.
Like and subscribe to our channel. Hit that bell for notifications. Please stop. I've really.